So the work I was doing when I was still in Miami was heavily process-based and very labor-intensive, using similar materials as far as the yarn and acrylic paint as a base. The work would tend to look like it was sort of a wooden base panel, and then yarn kind of stapled and textured across the surface. And then I would spend weeks and sometimes months pouring gallons of acrylic paint on top of the yarn, and to the point that it created a kind of heavily plastic surface that it was sort of very solid object. And I purposely wanted to kind of break away from that process and kind of loosen up and strip away because I guess those paintings felt as if they were a kind of exaggerated end to what a painting could be, and I was interested after that in sort of stripping down to maybe figuring out what the essentials of a painting could be. And so, after moving from Miami to Western Massachusetts and spending a lot more time outside hiking in the woods, the landscape itself kind of influenced the materials that I started using as far as tree branches, and which they immediately started to become obvious that these tree branches were kind of stretcher bars before the wood was manufactured and kind of fabricated into stretcher bars. So I like that idea that it was sort of a stretcher at its primitive state. And the yarn, which was something I've always used in my paintings, could also stand for canvas before it was woven into and manufactured into a finished canvas. So it was sort of seemed like a very obvious starting point for what a painting could be.